present your report.
Okay, now it's good. Hey, Parker. Yes, I did.
All right, Parker.
Alright, well, my presentation was going to be about heat strokes and their effect on body systems, but I did not make a presentation. Basically, the whole thing, I should put this over here. The whole thing was going to be about how heat stroke affects your body and what you can do to prevent it. Basically, you just gotta be smart and not overwork it, or take it easy when it's really hot out and stuff. And drink lots of water and stuff like that, and make sure you're not dehydrated. And if you are in a hot environment for a really long time, you're more likely to get heat stroke. And if you're working or playing football and stuff, in very hot temperatures, you are likely to get heat stroke. The body systems that it affects, I believe, here, can I get it on my computer? Well, it's shut down, my computer is right now. I was messing around. 1 second. This is a brief intermission.
Couldn't keep up with Parker, so it just gave up.
So what's going to do now?
Nope. No. Switch back.
One second, please.
You try. Yeah, so do the rest of it first.
Oh, yeah. So, heat stroke can cause, it will happen if your body gets over 104 degrees in temperature. Being in a hot environment for a long time, that can cause it. Strenuous activity, that's basically. Other symptoms, or other ways that it can basically make it happen easier is if you wear a lot of clothing, like heavy winter jacket in like the middle of summer. Drinking alcohol, becoming dehydrated, and sudden exposure to hot weather. So, yeah. To prevent it, you should wear loose, lightweight clothing like t-shirt, shorts. Protect against sunburn actually, because when you're sunburned, it'll, I forget how it happens because I didn't write it down, but it'll make you more susceptible to getting overheated, and that leads to heat stroke. What else? Drink lots of fluids. Don't leave people in cars when it's hot. That's how a lot of kids die actually, because their mothers are stupid. And fathers, sorry. And take it easy during the hottest part of the day. So like if it's like noon and you're doing something like tilling your yard for some reason, just take it easy and don't do it. Symptoms: high body temperature, obviously. An altered mental state or behavior, like confusion, slurred speech, irritability, delirium, seizures, and coma. Vomiting, that's another one. Flushed skin, where like you get, where your skin is red in some places. Rapid breathing, racing heart rate, and a headache. Those are all symptoms. Okay, and then the effects on body systems. Now this was really hard because no site that I found said specifically that it would affect like this system. So what I did, I had to see what actual organs and body parts that it affected, and then I checked to see what body parts those systems were in, or what systems those body parts were in. One of them is urinary system, and that can cause kidney failure, and apparently the kidney has a lot of uses in a bunch of other systems, because the nervous system, the heat stroke can affect because it will cause delirium and a coma. It can also cause damage to your brain if it's left untreated, and without a functioning kidney, fluids can build up in your brain. The cardiovascular system, which is your blood system, I think. Yeah. Heat stroke can cause damage to your heart, left untreated. Without a functioning kidney, fluids can also build up in your heart, and the respiratory system, because without a functioning kidney, your lungs can fill up with fluids as well. And that's it. I also had a picture, but I don't feel like moving on. Any questions, I guess? Hmm? Thanks.
Did you say 104 or 140?
104.
That was pretty good for not having a presentation.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Explain that to us.
What?
Why no presentation? Your information seems solid. It looks like
It's 'cause
you're
I don't-
interested in it.
Yeah, because I don't remember to do it at home.
So how do you fix that?
Write it on your
I'm
arm.
trying to remember.
Write it on your arm.
Maybe
How's
write it
that been
out.
working for you the last 11 years?
Notes don't work anything either. I wrote this down and it was due on like the 19th of February.
7 days ago.
So, and this is one of those lifelong skills, right?
Mhm.
That you need to complete. Why put all that work in if you don't complete? Because your information is really good.
Mhm.
And we know that there's this personal connection for you, right?
Yes. Oh, I also had a heat stroke in case no one knew that.
When?
Oh, during the summer.
How did this happen?
I was outside. I was in the hot summer all day. And I was dehydrated, they thought, as well. And all of a sudden I just had a heat stroke.
Do you have to go to the hospital if you have a heat stroke?
Usually you do. I didn't. Well, like, cause the heat stroke got basically resolved right away. Cause I was at a baseball game and they had like the ambulance that was air conditioned. So they brought me into that little like trailer. It was actually a trailer. It wasn't an ambulance. They brought me into that, and it was like, it was really cool. I
Oh
like
yeah, that was.
like nice and cool. Not like neat cool, but like temperature cool.
Like stoner cool.
No, not so. And then they just gave me fluids and stuff, and it was all good. Oh, and they also put ice packs underneath your armpits and your neck, and sometimes in your groin, because that's where all the blood flow goes. Mhm. Oh, and also, when you're having a heat stroke, or at least this is what happened to me, all of a sudden, like, my head got, like, you know how it feels when your arm falls asleep? That's what it felt all over, and then, like, my vision, when I was looking around, like, a bunch of black dots, like, swarmed in my eye, basically, and then I just fell over. I don't remember the falling over, and I messed up my leg, and I couldn't walk for, like, a month. Without a cane, like, I looked like an old man.
Okay, because I know you're a performer,
Mhm.
there's so many ways you could have done this presentation that didn't involve necessarily having a PowerPoint or something like that, right?
Yeah, well, I was gonna do the PowerPoint. So.
You could have a cane with you, you could have demonstrated.
Oh, I could have had my cane.
And you know, I'm having a heat
Your
stroke,
shillelagh?
No.
song, I mean, something.
Hmm?
Your shillelagh?
No, it wasn't my shillelagh. That bends too much. It was my grandpa's old cane.
Oh, Mr. Parker,
Oh. What?
it is, but I want to, you know what? Think manipulative even. You could have claimed that your lack of being able to get things done is because of the heat stroke.
Ah. Only long heat stroke.
Tied it to another system, right?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Schneider wants to yell at you.
All right, Mr. Schneider, go ahead.
Needs some help?
Ice packs in the armpits and the groin, quote, because that's where all the blood flow goes.
Well, like, that's where some of your major,
Arteries?
yeah, that works.
But I have arteries everywhere.
Well, yeah, whatever, I don't know.
The biggest artery is in the middle of my trunk, right?
That's what
Right next to the heart.
It's the ones that are closest to the skin.
There you go.
There you go.
So athletes, especially like hot athletes, like early football,
Not sexy,
and
not sexy.
volleyball and basketball and indoor stuff and baseball in the summer, you start getting too hot, somebody gives you an ice pack, where do you put it?
Your armpits.
Most people put it on their forehead, because
People are dumb.
their forehead's hot.
Those people are dumb.
No,
Yeah, they do not.
back of the neck, armpits, which is actually called the axillary area, and your groin, because that's where the blood vessels are closest to the surface, and you don't need to cool. Okay, you don't need to cool your forehead, or your back, or your neck, you need to cool your internal organs. It's not your outside that's hot, your outside sweats because your inside is hot.
Oh, and if you have a heat stroke, you're more susceptible to more heat strokes.
After you have one, it's easier to get another.
Well,
Same thing with frostbite.
that's why I don't like being hot.
So?
There was good information in there, Parker.
Yep.
You did a good job on that.
Yeah.
You screwed around during class, and then you forgot to do it outside of class. There's a very simple remedy for that.
America. More bacon.
Stop screwing around during class.
Although
Get your work
Riley,
done during class.
More bacon.
or bacon.
Well, I did make bacon last night. That's why I sniffed my jacket because it smells like bacon.
So, Parker.
I feel like fire.
Yeah.
So does
Bar.
Riley's. I got a phone number in some other stuff.
Sunburn.
Yes.
Did you figure out why?
Oh,
Do you remember?
there was a reason, and I thought I was gonna remember it, but I forgot.
You were diagnosed with heat stroke and? You said it. They go together all the time.
Oh, overheating or heat exhaustion. Or,
Dehydration.
oh yeah, dehydration.
How
Yeah.
does sunburn factor into dehydration?
There, like, remember,
What is sunburn?
sunburn is when your skin is burned.
Which causes a lack of moisture in the skin.
Oh, okay.
Therefore, your body tends to send more moisture to the skin, and then it can't send that moisture to the organs, the rest of your body.
I also had like 6 sites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sites.
Were they in order?
No, they weren't because I didn't actually put in APA yet. Because this was just my brainstorm stuff.
So if you can do good work without actually trying and without actually putting stuff together, just think what could happen if you tried and put stuff together.
Be a
You could be like well beyond impressive.
And
Could be. How
just
much
like
do you
your,
get paid for could be? How much do you get paid for I forgot? How much do you get paid for I was gonna? Oh, yeah.
even like what I told you with your English presentation, which you still have to do, now you've got 2 presentations that you have to finish,
Yeah.
so.
This one will be a lot easier than the English one. I still haven't made home.
We separate the city. You probably shouldn't tell her that one.
He already did.
It's fine.
Too late.
He hasn't even made his
Other
phone.
questions? Alright, we need more kids then.
4,
5 the other day and 3 today, that's about half the class.
Who's the victim?
alright, Gracie, sounds good.
I say Perry.
You can't do that.
He just did though.
I know I'm done, but.